Hello everyone! Now then, some of you will be applying to go to university soon, so you'll be sitting your A-levels, your Highers, or those ludicrously hard exams that they have in posh schools in the south. Now, we may not have known each other very long, in fact, a good deal of you may be complete entire strangers that I've never seen before. All the same, I think that I can confidently say you'll do fine. And even if you don't, it just means that you don't end up with a debt bigger than David Cameron's Botox bill, so you'll be fine. It'll work out either way. To business. In a lot of cases, you'll be standing on your own 2 feet for the first time, and that includes laundry and washing up and clothing yourselves, but also, unless you do cooking on a regular basis, it also means you'll be feeding yourself for the first time. So I thought I'd make this little guide from an amateur to sort of detail how to feed yourself economically. There have been disasters along the way. A special shout out also goes out to a friend of mine who's in Edinburgh, because this also applies to him, because he's been getting catered accommodation paid for him for the past year. His name's James, but feel free to call him a lucky bastard if you wish, and I'll link to his channel below. Now, when I came to uni, I made the silly choice of packing clothes, and books, and toy sheep. But I kind of neglected to bring along plates and knives and forks and pots and pans. It seemed like a fair trade-off at the time, and I thought I would just, buy what I needed when I got there. Unfortunately, a 6-hour train journey does take it out of you a bit, and by the time I showed up, I was feeling hungry and cold and scared, actually excited. And so I wasn't really feeling like venturing into the nearest Tesco's to go and buy plates and stuff. Not that I even knew where the nearest Tesco's was, because I was in a new city. I still don't know where Tesco's is, actually. Don't end up being the prick who ends up borrowing plates and cups and knives. Maintain your cooking equipment. It's very important that you clean the oven regularly, for example, because a flatmate of mine decided he would make some steak. And for some reason, of which to this day we're still not entirely certain why, the hob spontaneously burst into flames. So in the event this does happen, do not take the frying pan that you were cooking with and repeatedly beat the hob until the flames go out again. Walk before you can run. Because a friend of ours hit their 19th birthday the week that we arrived. So I thought it would be a good idea to make a birthday cake. Not having a cake tin or anything like that, I thought, never mind, I'll just get a mix and chuck it in the oven in a saucepan or something. I mean, it's made out of metal, it'll cook. Now, it's a good idea, before you leave, to do what I didn't and get in as much practice as you can. Just get some practice at home or somebody else's home. You could make it fun by holding, come down with me kind of things. For those of you who aren't British and don't know, come down with me is sort of this competition where 5 lunatics, who are also strangers, invite each other to dinner parties, and whoever cooks the best meal gets £1,000 out of it. Lidl is your friend. Cheap places like Lidl and Aldi will ensure your sustained survival throughout your student years. One example I have is Lidl 19p noodles. Now then, you can buy these in bulk, and you can basically sustain yourself for a week on under £4. Serious note though, guys, those noodles have like half your RDA of everything per half packet of noodles, so a diet of them for 1 week, though cheap, is probably also lethal, so occasional use. Another serious note, the best thing to stock up on would be dried goods like lentils, pasta. Student cookbooks are wank. That is genuinely a recipe for a fish finger sandwich. If you don't really have recipe books knocking around, then there are free alternatives. You've got goodfood.com. Taste Spotting is another good one, although that one's a bit more, but it's a potluck, essentially. Lastly, enjoy yourself. I insisted on being self-catered because I want to spread my wings and have a go at cooking for myself. And my god, if it hasn't nearly killed me and the people around me on several occasions. That said, all the same, I'm still learning, and so will you. So keep calm and carry on. I'll see you soon. Ta for watching. Now, when I came to uni, I made the rather silly,